Night Anime Recap. In this video, we will explain Osan Inajimi Jade Zetai ni Makanai. This anime tells the story of a high school student who used to be a child actor and is liked by many women. Among them are his childhood friends, actors' friends, and even his fans when he was a child actor. So who can finally win his heart? Let's find out in Osan Inajimi Jade Zetai ni Makanai. The anime tells the story of Sueharu Maru, a 17-year-old boy who apparently has a secret crush on his classmate, Shirokusa Kachi. Kachi is a beautiful girl who became an idol and an award-winning author. But, even though Maru had liked her for a long time, he couldn't even confess his feelings. Including when they spent time together one afternoon. The scene moves to show Maru's days at school. Maru has a classmate and best friend, named Tetsuhiko Kai, whose outspoken nature makes Kai much hated by their female friends. But even so, he gave quite wise advice about the love problems faced by his best friend. At that time, they talked about a festival that would take place at the school. Maru tells Kai about his plan to confess his love to Kachi at the festival. But Kai actually said that Maru would not have a chance with her because he was just an ordinary student while she was an idol and a famous writer. Moreover, Kachi's nature makes her often chase away people she finds annoying. This causes Kachi to not have many friends in class. Instead, Kai suggests Maru confess his love to Kuroha Shida, Maru's childhood friend and neighbor who always shows concern for him. He adds that Shida is not at all inferior to Kachi, considering that she is beautiful and famous at school. However, Kai's suggestion was rejected by Maru, who insisted that he could not confess his love to Shida because he already treated her like an older sister. Besides that, she is a popular student at school, which makes him feel even more impossible to confess love to her. But at that time, Shida was apparently standing not far from Maru and Kai, so she heard their conversation. She then teased Maru, which instantly made the other male students in the class feel jealous. When teasing him, it was revealed that Shida had previously confessed her feeling to Maru but was rejected. Maru was nervous because Shida's words attracted the attention of other classmates, so he hurriedly apologized for rejecting her. Unexpectedly, she came closer and whispered to him that the declaration of love was just a joke because she got punished in the game. Another fact was revealed about Kachi, who actually already has a boyfriend. Maru immediately felt pain and did not accept the one he likes actually already has a boyfriend. After school, Maru still feels sad remembering his feelings for Kachi. At that time, Shida continued to accompany him and showed great concern for him. He told her that he didn't just give up even though Kachi already had a boyfriend. Shida finally has an idea for them to take revenge by making Kachi break up with her boyfriend. The next day, Maru and Shida start carrying out the plan by first investigating Kachi's boyfriend, Mitsuru Abe. In the classroom, Shida offers Maru another idea, which she claims will make their revenge action easier. She said that he should pretend to be her boyfriend so that later Kachi would feel jealous and realize her feelings for him. On the other hand, Shida explained that in this way she would be able to become closer to Maru, the one she likes. Maru finally agreed, even though when Shida continued to stare at him deeply he blushed and rushed out of the classroom. Fast forward to one afternoon, Maru met Abe after investigating the handsome male student for a long time. They meet on the school's rooftop, and Abe reveals that he is dating Kachi to take revenge on Maru as well as bring him down. He then told how his parents were very impressed with Maru, who used to be a child actor. Finally, Abe's parents ignored him more and made him lack affection. When he finds out Maru has feelings for Kachi, Abe then confesses his love to her first so that Maru feels hurt. After talking to Abe on the rooftop, Maru returns to class and tells Kai about his intention to keep confessing his love at the festival later. To defeat Abe, Maru implements a new tactic by asking Kachi to help write a script for him to confess later. Kachi, who is indeed a good writer at school, agreed to Maru's request. As for the fee for her services, she only asked for Maru's phone number. The scene changes to show Shida's family members, named Midori, Akane, and Aoi. They all apparently live next door to Maru, so their relationship is very close. One day, Kachi calls Maru on her cell phone and hears Shida's voice. She assumed that at that time Maru and Shida were on a date at his house. After Maru could not deny this assumption, Kachi invited him to meet to discuss the script she made. As soon as he hung up the phone, Shida immediately warned him to be careful because Kachi's invitation could actually be a trap by Abe. The next day, Maru and Kachi meet at the school clinic after Maru suddenly faints in class. Kachi gave him the script she had finished and she was very grateful for the help. At this time, the story of Maru's past is revealed where he used to be a famous child actor after playing in a film with his mother. Unfortunately, his mother died while filming, which traumatized Maru to the point that he no longer wanted anything to do with the world of films. After listening to Maru's story, Kachi understands Maru's reason for not starring in films anymore and quitting as a child actor. Actually, Kachi is a fan of Maru and has idolized him for a long time. The admiration turned into love after they became closer. The flashback scene shows how Kachi and Maru played together when they were little. Even then, she had already shown her admiration and love for him. After school, Maru prepares for his declaration of love at the festival by practicing with Shida. During this training process, their relationship became closer. Long story short, the day came when the festival was held. Maru prepares to confess love, which will later be packaged in a stage performance. On the other hand, he will face Abe, who apparently will put on the same show. While in class getting ready, Maru was surprised to see Shida's cute appearance in a kimono. But not long after that, he met Kachi on the stairs and was taken aback by her beauty. At that time, Kachi approached Maru and asked him to call her by her first name, so that their relationship could be closer. After parting with Maru, Kachi descended the stairs and met Shida, who seemed to have been waiting for her. At that time, a new conflict between the two ensued. Shida apparently saw the look of admiration in Maru's eyes for Kachi and Kachi's request to be called by her first name. Shida then went to Maru and burned with jealousy when she slapped him and then said he should approach Kachi at all costs so that there will be no regrets in the future. After that, she ran leaving him. The festival was running and one of the series of events was a stage where male and female students would confess their love. After several students got on stage, this time it was Maru's turn to come forward and confesses his love. Interestingly, Maru apparently didn't confess his love for Kachi as many had expected. Instead, he confessed his love for Shida, which made her very surprised. But even more surprised when she got the opportunity to answer, she immediately rejected him. Shida's refusal turned out to be her revenge because Maru had previously rejected her declaration of love. On the other hand, the confession took Kachi by surprise. She was sad and kept cursing Maru stupidly while in the locker room. In the end, the festival ended in failure because none of their love confession was accepted. Throughout the night, Maru had nightmares due to the embarrassment of Shida's rejection. On the other hand, Shida and Kachi experience the same thing and feel so depressed as well. The next day in class, Maru still looks sad when suddenly Kai's cell phone rings. Kai talked to someone on his cell phone for a while before explaining to Maru that he had secretly uploaded a video of Maris's love declaration at the school festival. The video has gone viral, partly because fans have been waiting for the child actor to return to the public. He received a call from the television crew who intended to come to school to cover. Despite being annoyed, Maru couldn't do anything. On the other hand, there is a beautiful girl named Eri Momosaka who used to be Maru's rival in the movie. Maru and Momosaka have a close relationship, like brother and sister. Even so, Kachi and Shida actually see Momosaka as a new opponent to get Maru's love. Moreover, there was another beautiful girl, Rina Asagi, who was Kai's friend and always helped him. The scene shifts and shows how Maru walks away from Shida after the rejection at the festival. On the other hand, he becomes closer to Kachi, thereby increasing the rivalry between the girls. When Maru came home from school, Momosaka was already waiting for him at home. He invited her to come in and they ended up eating together. After eating, Momosaka revealed the reason for her arrival, where she wanted to invite Maru and Shida to join the agency after their video went viral. She expressed her wish to see Maru return to acting. On the other hand, Shida's younger sisters called out for Maru to come over because their older sister was behaving strangely. At the house, they show Shida, who turns out to have amnesia. At that time, Momosaka came to Shida's house, so Maru introduced them. Even though Maru said that he considered Momosaka like a sister, Shida's sisters still misunderstood and thought there was more to it. The next day, Maru crosses paths with Shida on his way to school, but she still avoids him. He finally realized that she had memory loss and was forced to ask her to stay by his side. After that, all day long Maru tried to test Shida with various things to prove whether she really lost her memory or was just pretending. The result turned out that she did experience memory loss. On the other hand, because Shida had memory loss and forgot about the confession at the festival, her relationship with Maru became close again. During lunch at school, Maru told about Momosaka's invitation to all of his friends to join the agency. Long story short, they finally agreed to meet with the agency leader. But the meeting ended badly when the agency leader treated Shida badly and even insulted her. Maru could not accept hearing the insult to his childhood friend and then got up to pour a drink on his head. Even Kai was ignited by emotions and intended to beat up the agency leader, which fortunately was stopped by Soichiro Kachi, Kachi's father, who was apparently the boss of the agency leader. Because of Soichiro's negotiations, the situation was brought under control and the four friends joined the agency. The scene moves to show Maru, Kai, Shida, and Kachi discussing their first project. Previously, they got a project to make a short film called Aquaman, which would later be used as an advertisement. The next day, another surprise occurs at the school, where Momosaka unexpectedly moves closer to Maru. When Maru came home from school that afternoon, he was surprised that Shida remembered the summer class, exposing Shida's lies about her having memory loss. Maru's surprise turned to anger when he found out Shida was faking her memory loss to prank him. They then had an argument until finally, an annoyed Shida hit Maru with a bag and called him someone stupid. The four finished the Aquaman project and got a new project, a short film for promotion under the title Blue Moon. While discussing together, they finally decided Blue Moon would be filmed on a beach in Okinawa. Later, they will all stay at a beachfront villa owned by the Kachi family. They started to prepare to start filming and stay overnight in Okinawa before they were ready to leave tomorrow morning. It's just that when they are about to leave for Okinawa, Kachi and Momosaka seem to be more aggressive towards Maru. These two beauties were not willing to budge in their attempts to attract Maru's attention. Until finally, they decided to have a cooking match. Momosaka will cook her specialty, nabe, while Kachi will cook a simple menu, namely carriage. They continued their journey to Okinawa, where they finally arrived at a private island owned by the Kachi family with luxurious villas and beautiful beaches. While on the island, Maru and Kachi's relationship becomes closer. At one time, they were spending time alone before their friends came and messed up the romantic atmosphere between them. The day of the cooking match arrived, and Kachi felt insecure about the carriage she was cooking. While sitting on the beach, Maru approached her and gave her encouragement. This made her like him even more. Maru's closeness to Kachi made Shida dislike it. She then asked Maru to pay attention to her and tease him when they were on the beach. She even said she liked him. On the other hand, Kachi is more focused on practicing to present the best performance when shooting later. Maru, who tried to always be there for her, did not go unnoticed, especially since she had sprained her leg. Filming began, and initially, the appearance of Shida, Kachi, and Momosaka went smoothly. Finally, a wrong move made Kachi almost slip down. Luckily, Maru caught her quickly, even though he had injured his hand. Kachi cries when she knows that Maru has broken a bone trying to save her. She feels guilty and tries to always take care of him, and the other two girls apparently do the same thing. They were getting more aggressive in getting Maru's attention when he was injured. After the project was completed, they returned to school. The students seemed to really idolize Momosaka, who is a famous actress. Momosaka tried to avoid the temptation of the other male students by getting closer to Maru. This made Kachi angry even though she tried to always pay attention to Maru, even feeding him. On the other hand, this made Shida very jealous. They realized that the attempt had not succeeded in attracting Maru's attention. So Shida, Kachi, and Momosaka meet to discuss and decide to share time with Maru. Later they would take turns to spend time and take care of him. The first turn was Kachi, who invited Maru to come to her house. This arrival evokes special memories of when they were little and often played together, thus growing a sense of love in Kachi's heart for him. After that, they went shopping together at Tokyo Tower. And the next day, Momosaka's turn to spend time with Maru. Then, finally, it was Shida's turn. Shida and Maru came home from school together, and she remembered how she liked him when she was little. So while walking home together, Shida frankly confessed her feelings for Maru. But he was still traumatized by Shida's previous refusal and was confused to answer. Luckily she understood that and told him he could answer at any time because loving isn't something that can be forced. She then replied that she knew many women liked him, so she would be willing to wait. The moral that can be learned from this anime is to not refuse love from a man if you actually like him. Especially if he is a former child actor who is liked by many people. So you will not regret it like Shida.